Hey everybody, welcome back to Wingnut's Bar. Johnny Wingnut, the Ant-Man,
What's up, interwebs?
coming to you with another challenger to the pumpkin challenge that we just had.
We're sneaking this one in just
This
because.
is the Great Pumpkin from the Heavy Seas Brewing Company out of Baltimore, Maryland.
No,
It's an imperial ale,
we're very excited.
aged with spices, pumpkin.
And
It's aged in a bourbon barrel. High expectations on this one. This could be
please don't suck.
the one that we were hoping for
Yes.
during the challenge that we never got.
I got my little buddy here. It's gonna help me out. Very excited. We get like full glasses.
I know.
Very excited.
No one to share with, unfortunately,
No.
tonight.
Sucks to be them.
That's too bad, guys. Guys are missing out. All right. It's clear, nice golden amber color.
Oh yeah. Got deep amber.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
That bourbon smell amazing, and it doesn't have the roasty maltiness of the bourbon stouts that
Yeah.
This is just straight up bourbon. It smells just like
you can
spiced bourbon.
You can smell like spices.
And now this stuff, they encourage aging. They say, this is designed to age.
Yeah.
So I should have picked up another bottle and have it for the next pumpkin challenge, but we'll do that next year. I'll see if I can grab another one. Ready?
Ready.
Cheers. Definitely oaky, vanilla,
Very oaky.
bourbon, smooth at 10%.
Yeah, it's actually
It's very mellow,
smooth.
very I'd say it's a moderate mouthfeel. The aromas are just phenomenal. The flavors are incredible. I'm not getting a super ton of pumpkin flavor.
I was gonna say.
But you know what?
You just get the bourbon.
I'm just gonna take their word for it and say, okay, yeah, sure, the pumpkin's in there. And you know what? This is a supplemental pumpkin beer review.
Yep.
Not a pumpkin shandy or cider. This is actually like a
pumpkin beer.
A contender.
Yeah.
In the pumpkin challenge, and I think we should rate it as such.
As such.
So the smell, since it smells absolutely amazing. I mean, it's not like the other pumpkin beers that we've had where it was really spice and pumpkin flavor, or spice and.
This is like I love the spice,
the aroma,
and bourbon. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. 8 on the nose, 8 on the aroma.
I'm actually probably I like that smell so much. I'm probably gonna go 8.5 because it just smells that good.
Now the flavor is not so It's not pumpkin forward at all. It's vanilla, oaky, the wood characteristic, the bourbon taste, but you also get the spice, like the hint of the cinnamon, the clove.
Yeah, it's very vague.
It's there, but it's there.
Yeah, no, it's there, but for me, it's just very vague on the back end.
So I'm trying to rate this as a pumpkin beer,
No.
but if we weren't rating this as a pumpkin beer, I would rate this as a bourbon barrel aged ale. And it would we would just do out of the 10 scale. That would encompass the look, the aroma, the flavor, the mouthfeel. This would be between an 8 and a 9 overall.
Yeah.
But since it's a pumpkin, and we were kind of grading them on a pumpkin scale and overall, we had no rhyme or reason. But 8 on the aroma and solid 8 on the flavor.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go my 8.5 on the aroma. And I'm going to have to chalk it down a little to probably about a 7.5 on the flavor. Just because, if we were doing on the pumpkin scale, it doesn't have that pumpkin flavor. But I'll tell you, man, that bourbon flavors,
Based on those numbers alone, and I can't really math.
Yeah, I can't math either.
I think this is the new winner.
I think it would have won too.
I mean,
I don't recall.
You can't take anything away from the Half Moon.
No, it's fantastic.
Or the Dogfish Head. Pumpkin. This definitely would have, we're going to keep those standings the way they are, but keep in mind, if you can get your hands on this, oh my God.
We'll throw this one in the mix next year.
Yeah, and actually put it as a side by side.
Yeah.
So yeah, get out there. I know they do a lot of barrel aging of their beers.
Yes.
We have a couple that are aging in my cellar. I've never had, but we're gonna.
I've never had NBC's
There's
anything.
a barley wine one.
Yeah.
There's an ale. They might even have a stout. I'm not sure. I have a couple different ones. So I'm really excited to try those, even though this is just like a seasonal pumpkin beer.
I know.
This is probably my favorite pumpkin beer only because it's barrel aged.
Barrel aged.
You guys got any ideas of any other barrel aged pumpkin beers? By all means, leave a comment. Let me know. Send me an email. I really want to try it because that
He
bourbon
will find
flavor this is probably one of the best bourbon flavors that we've had because it's just such a clean bourbon taste.
Yeah.
Where the stouts kind of they play against each other. You get that nice roasted,
the roasty chocolate
and
then the
then
vanilla.
the bourbon's there too, and then
Yeah.
you get that bourbon taste, but it's like that fighting against each other. It's usually a good blend,
Yeah.
but this is really like bourbon
Yes.
all the way.
Well, I found most
The spice.
ales. Yeah, most ales have that bourbon just very prominent.
Hard to hold up to the bourbon. Like the ale is like the lighter flavor.
See, I find this one actually one of the better ones that I've had, and I think it's probably because of the pumpkin stuff to kind of
The spice.
the spice to
Like
kind
having
of balance a little.
A spice or fortified bourbon drink.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can think of,
Which?
and we can do this as a, this is totally off the cuff, and we'll do this in a follow-up review to this in like a little taste. This is a bourbon liqueur that has natural fruit infused with natural fruit, herbs, and spices. So this is like a bourbon version of what we're drinking as a beer.
Yeah.
So this will have like some similar spice notes to it.
Yeah.
We'll do a little splash review after this, so stay tuned for the Diabolique Kentucky review. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for tuning in again to another supplemental pumpkin beer review. I've enjoyed this one thoroughly, and you're
Very
missing
yummy.
out if you don't try this one.
Yeah. Just give it a shot. Even if you don't like bourbon stuff, just give it a shot. You'd be missing out.
It might get you into bourbon.
It might, yeah.
'Cause it's not
smooth enough.
It's not. It doesn't have the bourbon bite.
Yeah.
It just has that nice oaky vanilla bourbon characteristic that all bourbons have.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Very yummy.
Try this stuff, and to the studio audience that was here last time, you are missing out.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't intentional. I
No.
picked this up over the weekend.
It was intentional.
Signing off, Ant-Man and the Wingnut. See you later, interwebs.
Chive on.